Hello and welcome to the unboxing of the Power Rangers Turbo Lightning Collection Blue Senturion. I kind of like the artwork on these new plastic-free boxes, but that's most of it. I still miss the window, but I'm not on my own, and let's not brag too much about that. You get the render and the Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo on the front. Power Rangers Lightning Collection here as well, so that's nothing new. These boxes are standardized. Goddammit, language. They have a standard. Here's another nice artwork. Turbo. He is officially our first Turbo Ranger, or first Turbo Trigger, to be said. He's not classed really a Ranger. I think he's classed an extra. And here on the back is the most important part next to this another render. You have what you got in the box, because that's important nowadays. With plastic free, you don't know what's all inside, what you should get. So here's a Blue Senturion, here's the gun, the tech piece, the badge, and well, here's a whistle, the blade, some swappable parts for the legs, where you can put the badge or the gun inside, extra hands, and the figure itself, the scale, how big he is. He's 168 in centimeters, so, or 1 meter 68 centimeters in height. Pretty nice that they done that. And yeah, I never thought they will do Blue Senturion this early. It's always when like people, it's kind of weird with Turbo. People were like we like Turbo, but we hate it at the same time when you ask the fandom. And so many people scream Turbo figures, but they're not really coming. So this is a good way to actually get some stuff in. And as far as I know, don't quote me on that, but I know Turbo Red is leaked, if the sources are right. I've seen it on Toku Topics, so let's hope. I'm happy to have some Turbo figures on my shelf next to this guy, and this applies. There will be more. So quick swoop around, and that's all from the box. As I said, basic stuff. And I also took Blue Senturion out so that we can take a look. It saves me some time in editing. I really like the figure, but I didn't expect him to be this small. I'm messing with you. This is the 90s. Here's Blue Senturion. Compared to the 90s one, he's taller. By one head roundabout. And this one has more paint, of course. The weapons are not painted on the 90s. I have one really tiny, teensy, wincy complaint about my Blue Senturion, and then that is this shoulder piece. It's a bit loose. They are both loose and meant to wiggle around a bit so that you can pose him, which is good, but I think they shouldn't be that loose. Other than that, this figure is spot on. There is no paint mishaps, nothing. I changed the hands already. He had fists applied, so I did this to give him the gun. These can be swapped for like these parts. Wait a sec. For these, so that you put the holster on and have the gun inside, or maybe the badge, depends. I think that works somehow. I didn't try it out yet. But here, translucent, really nice paint job all around. If you look at the belt, right, the coloring and everything, here, no paint splashes, nothing. Here's really cool. Translucent, the legs, the articulation, pretty tight in there, not too tight and not too loose. Not really shaky, the legs, which is a big plus. I hope this stays this way. So, really good job on this, Hasbro. And I really hope that our future figures, give me a sec to make them stay right here, that our future figures really are like this, quality-wise. I mean, if you can improve, there's always air upwise, and we would say in Germany, this is like a saying, there's always room for more. I think it's the right translation in English. This one is really cool. I like the Blue Senturion in a whole as a figure, as a character in the show, and I'm happy to have him on the shelf. I have him twice now. This goes on my retro legacy, whatever shelf I want to call it. I don't know, a miscellaneous and legacy shelf, I guess, that you cannot see, which is behind me at the moment. And for comparison, here also is the Invisible Phantom Ranger. Sorry, I just can't leave that out. Many people were like, okay, here's the Invisible Phantom. He got leaked. I had him all the time. No, but jokes aside, here's Phantom next to Blue Senturion. Let's get the 90s out of the way. As I said, I classed this one with the first Turbo figure, even if the box says in space. He was in both seasons, but he was more in Turbo than in space. Roughly the same size. I think he's a small bit bigger, like a teensy bit. And they look great together. I can't wait to get the entire team. I hope the other Turbo Rangers are as good as these two, because this is an awesome figure and this is an awesome figure. Also, as I said, my figure is spot on and it's missing nothing. The sword is a bit bent, but that's nothing new. You like flex it a bit, get it straightened out and done. That's the blade mode, which you basically, this is his badge, and the blade is basically the same as the gun he has in hand. And on the show, he has a whistle. I think he used it once or twice. I don't know. I think it's more used in Sentai to call his sword, which I forgot the name about, which was the Robo Racer. And yeah, as I said, the extra fists are there. I removed those two to swap them out for the grabby hands. And yeah, these two pieces. And what can I say? Crazy cool figure. Thank you, Hasbro, for doing this. Hope it stays this way. I give you another close-up. Just if you want it, get it. It's a bit more pricey because it has a deluxe point of price. I can get that because of all the detail, the paint apps, and this unique sculpting. I only see like two ways if they reuse it. I don't want to give Hasbro ideas here, but he was bad on the show for some episodes. But it was basically the same costume, and the sign here, the lights on the chest were all black, I guess, and some other parts were black. And basically that's that, so they could use a color swap on that. Or he had a cycle on the show, so they could re-release him with a bike. But the question would be, what will be the cost of that? Because he has already a deluxe price point, and putting a vehicle inside another box could be bumping up the price a bit. But I can see them doing that. I mean, they did this sort of Ranger in space with his cycle, with his glider, and that would work for him as well. So, well, we'll see what Hasbro does. I don't need a re-release, not at this point anytime. If they want to do it like in a year or two, because people want another Blue Senturion, don't got it because it's sold out, why not? But at this point, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing. Great figure. If you want it, grab it. Highly recommend it. And we see us in the next one.